Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you how to make the easiest, most delicious strawberry jam with freshly picked strawberries that your family is sure to love. So let's go. Hi guys, it's Christine. Welcome to Amidst the Chaos. If you are a regular here, welcome back. If you are new, we'd love for you to subscribe and join our family here. We post new videos every Saturday, tips, tricks, and hacks for your home life and adventures. Today, I'm excited to share with you one of my family's favorite treats, homemade strawberry jam. Now, it's not really a family recipe, although we've been eating this since I was a child, but every time I give it to anybody, they're always like, I need the recipe. And it's funny because, like I said, it's not our own recipe. It comes from a packet, but it is so delicious. And honestly, it doesn't taste like any store-bought jam. And that's why I wanted to share it with you. It's easy, and it's so yummy, and I guarantee you'll never want to buy store-bought jam after you have tried this freezer jam. First, we need fresh strawberries. Now, you could make this jam with any kind of berries. We've done it with blueberries, raspberries. I think you could do peaches as well, but our favorite is definitely strawberries. So every June or early July, we always go and pick some farm fresh strawberries because they are the absolute best. So I'm taking my kids out to go picking, so let's go do that first. All right, we're here at Watson's Farm to do our annual strawberry picking. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those, I love the results of picking my own strawberries. I don't know that I love actually picking them. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
But we're gonna make our favorite jam. We're gonna show you how to do it, but it starts with field fresh strawberries. So let's go. All right, friends, welcome back. As you saw, the strawberries were so amazing and plentiful, probably the best crop I've ever seen. So I have really high hopes for this jam. So here are the tools and ingredients that we need. Like I said, it's super simple. Your jam will be done in less than 30 minutes. There's no boiling required, which a lot of other jams, you have to do that, which is a lot more laborious, and we don't have time for that. So I want to show you the trick behind this amazing freezer jam. Are you ready for it? The secret behind our amazing strawberry jam comes from this tiny little packet from Clubhouse. It is a no-cook freezer jam gelling powder. Now, I gotta tell you, this is not sponsored in any way. I grew up eating this. It used to be called Garden Fare. You can actually see that on the back here. It says Garden Fare, but they've changed it now. So you just find the no-cook freezer jam, and it's by Clubhouse. I will tell you, this is a little tricky to find. So when I find them in a store, I buy all of them. They're good for a couple of years in the pantry. So aside from our gelling powder, we have our fresh strawberries here, which we are going to wash in the strainer. You do not want to submerge these underwater because they will end up taking in more water, and then your jam will be way too watery. So just a quick rinse in the strainer. You're going to want to chop about 4 cups, which I'll show you in a minute, of the strawberries. We've got a garbage bowl here. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of sugar, and then we need a bowl, our potato masher, which I'll show you how we use, and a spatula, and that's it. So let's get making jam together. So first, you want to give your strawberries a gentle wash. now that the berries are clean, you're gonna wanna do a rough cut. I'm gonna warn you, I've done this for years, so I do cut right in my hands, which I know that's probably not the safest way to do it, but I know how hard to cut and whatnot, and so if you're not comfortable, I would recommend you using a cutting board to do this. So we're just gonna fill this, which is 4 cups. You'll see I usually try to do a bit more like 4 heaping cups. As you can see, it's just a real rough cut that I'm doing because we're gonna use the masher after. One thing I wanna say is that if some of your berries have started to go a little bit mushy, that's okay. You're gonna mush them anyways. Unless they're really gone bad, I would say just use them in the jam. They're still gonna taste great. So as you can see, it's about 4 heaping cups of chopped, very rough chopped strawberries. So now you're just gonna get a mixing bowl and you're gonna dump them all in. And now it's time to mash. Now, if you're following the directions on the back of this part is not part of this. This is, I think, something that my own mom came up with, and I've just adapted that into the way I do it as well. But on the back of this, you'll see it'll say to just finely chop them. I don't like my jam that thick, so that's why I like to mash them up a little bit to help break down, get it a little bit juicier. So we're gonna mash. So as you can see, they're quite watery. Again, if you wanna follow the instructions directly on the back of this, you're not gonna mash it. But I can tell you from personal experience of like 25 years of eating this jam, 30 years, this is the best way to do it. So don't worry about how watery it is. The sugar and the gelling powder, you'll see it's like magic. It's gonna solidify it all, it's gonna be beautiful. So now it's time to add 1.5 cups of sugar. We're gonna mix it in and we're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. As you can tell, it's thickened up a little bit and it's also broken down the strawberries a little bit more as well. So now comes the real magic, putting in the gelling powder. Now, after doing this for many years, you have to go slow. Otherwise you're gonna get it clumping. So, and it says on the back to take 3 minutes to sprinkle in this whole package. So I'm gonna do this in a fast forward because you don't wanna see me mixing this in for 3 minutes, but take your time when doing this. Then we're gonna let it stand for 5 more minutes. Then you're gonna stir for 1 final minute and then your jam is done. Look at that. That gelling powder is amazing. The final step now is to just gently mix this for 1 more minute and then we're done. So if you're keeping track, that's been about 25 minutes total. It goes super fast. Once I'm done here, I'm going to put the jam back into the big measuring cup, and I'm going to be able to fill up at least 2 regular sized mason jars, and then probably 1 smaller one. I've got a couple here. Now it's time to put these in the jar. You'll notice it can get a little bit messy, but that's okay. That just means anything that falls out, I get to eat. As you can tell, I left about 1 inch at the top of each of these jars. These are called freezer jam. They can go into your freezer. The packet says 6 months. We leave them up to about 1 year. They're gonna expand a little bit as they're freezing, so you wanna make sure you leave a little bit of space at the top. Well, there you have it, friends. The easiest and most delicious no-cook freezer jam using the Clubhouse gelling powder and fresh field strawberries. Truly, this is the best jam, in my opinion, that you'll ever have. You can't compare this to any other jam you buy at the store. It's always a sad day, usually when this runs out, about April or May. It's usually how far we get. And then we'll usually have to buy 1 or 2 store-bought jam, and everybody in the family is always like, when can we make our jam again? Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried making your own jam and what's your favorite fruit to make it with. And again, if you're new here, we'd love for you to subscribe, and we will see you all next week. Bye.